Now, President Trump has confirmed awareness of the Israeli airstrikes on Iran beforehand, stating that the US was not militarily involved. He's made that clear. But they did have information about these attacks beforehand. That is something that has come out now. In an interview with Fox News, Trump emphasized that Iran cannot have a nuclear bomb, something which he has reiterated over and over again. The hopes that Iran will return to the negotiating table. You know that this has broken out in the middle of negotiations between the United States and Iran. There have been multiple rounds of talks, and now Israel has launched Operation Rising Lion. Trump also mentioned that several Iranian leaders who were killed in the strikes, well, that's what he's saying, will not be coming back. So this is the latest on this right now. In the latest, we are saying that Trump has admitted to knowing of these attacks beforehand, but has made it clear that the United States was not militarily involved in this. So he has confirmed awareness of the Israeli airstrikes on Iran beforehand, stating that the US was not militarily involved. For more on this, we're now being joined by our correspondent Susan Tehrani from New York. Susan, that's a big admission that's coming in from the United States as well, where Trump has confirmed awareness of the Israeli airstrikes on Iran beforehand. However, of course, it's made its role clear in this as well, by which I mean that he's made it clear that the United States was not militarily involved. What can you tell us, Susan?
Right, this was a telephone conversation with one of Fox News' senior anchors, Brett Baer. He spoke to President Trump, and President Trump said that he was aware of the strikes beforehand. He said there were no surprises, but again made clear that the United States was not involved. He also said that he hopes Iran will return to the negotiating table, signaling that it appears the United States, for its part at least, thinks those negotiations on Sunday are going to happen. He also once again said that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. He also said that he spoke to Prime Minister Netanyahu several times in recent days, and also that the Trump administration reached out to at least one key Middle Eastern ally to acknowledge that the strikes were going to happen, but again that the United States was not involved in these strikes. The president is looking to see if there is retaliation. CENTCOM is on high alert, and President Trump said that the U.S. will defend itself in Israel if Iran decides to retaliate.
Right, of course, we know that he's also called the National Cabinet Security meeting as well. That being said, just to understand this better, what do you think is going to be the United States response going forward and in the days to come?
So it appears that it's really going to depend on how Iran plans to retaliate. Some Israeli sources say that Iran is going to start that retaliation as early as the next 2 hours, but it'll depend on the scope of that retaliation. We did just hear from Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, who told the Israeli people that they should prepare for longer than just a few days for this conflict to continue. That really signals that it appears that Israel has this readiness for that retaliation. I do want to say that President Trump also said that the United States has replenished the Iron Dome missiles in recent weeks, and that U.S. officials confirmed that a number of top Iranian leaders are dead after that strike. And just the reason I'm saying this is because it just makes the layers of Iran's retaliatory measures perhaps a lot more complex than, if these were attacks simply on nuclear and military installations.
All right. Well, Susan, thank you so much for bringing us the latest on this. We'll, of course, continue to discuss this through the course of the day as well. For latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.